not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
To Hunt. Ready? Check, 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 check. Check. Wide. Get wide.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Cousins. And he'll find Hall. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
25, check 25, check 25. Deuce. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
One.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long for Cousins. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. 55 to Mike. Crunch down, defense. Yellow.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, dude. Yellow. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Heroes 15. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got number 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. So the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Vikings 6, Chiefs nothing.
Break the hunt. Lady! Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yellow. 15. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes being chased out left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Listen to me. 44, 44. Mike, 44.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards on the ground.
And the Vikings first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Cook running right. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Number 53. Run the line out. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 49, check 49, check 49. Slam, slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Switch, switch. 53's the mark, 53.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Cousins. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
61. Matchbox. Light. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check. Lucky. 57. Color. 57.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Cousins eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cody Latimer as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, D. No shame. Mike's 54. Yellow. 54. I got one. Mike's 5. Mike's 7. Let's go. Mike's 5-4.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
No game on this defense, no game. Alert 3. Check it back.
On second down, Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Right there. Hey, 43. Look at the ball. Whip. Easy. Check 9. Check 9.
Now Elliott. Well, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of it. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Back, back, back. Watch the edge. Hey, check 24.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch by 4, watch by 4. Hey, let's get in them holes. Kill, kill, kill. Attack, attack. Chopper, chopper. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 15, 15. Check 3.
Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he locates Walker, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Joker, 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 Joker. Out, 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 out. Safe, safe, safe.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yellow. 59. Come on. Hey, 43. Check 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down.
Watch twist. Check 52.
At the 11-yard line.
Attack. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Here we go, D.
On first down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
25. Check 25. Here 15. Mike, check. 59. It's going to be a... Attack! It's going to be a long...
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
Gun! Good route here. Let's go. Smooth! Number 53, Mike 53! I'm going.
Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Colin Saunders in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Watch out for Hill on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Ernie. Hey, color. Slam. Check 50. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check safety. Patch it.
This is Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow. Focus, defense, focus. Begin. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
To number 16.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
At the 35-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 57, 57. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day, punk. Check 99. Check 99. Switch, switch, switch.
Here's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever.